Facebook and my Instagram family. I had to come on here because came on here earlier today, but I was having a talk I was talking with someone about a situation between my daughters, and I know everybody saw I posted that one of my twins, she, want to date a white man and stuff like the issues. And my daughter, the one that's in college, I be one like, why is she messing around with these, these thugs, and what is going on? So God just made me realize when I was reading the word, and he was just made me realize that, and the Spirit made me realize that it took me back to when I was young, to where when all I wanted when I was young was drug dealers and dope boys with golds in their teeth. They ain't had the low rider trucks, whatever. I didn't fool with them, and stuff of that nature. And it goes back to my kids, it goes back to my kids. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. See, I didn't really understood the apple don't fall too far from the tree till I start, my kids are grown. They start doing things, and I'm looking like, wait a minute now, that's not, no. So the thing about it is that when you're raising girls, what they saw what she saw was coming up. She saw these drug dealers, she saw these thug guys, so she looked up to me because she loved her mama. Still to this day, this girl can't even get out of my bed. But in the day, she looked up to me, so she became adapt to what she saw. So I presented that to her, so I let her know that's acceptable. So we as mothers, even raising girls, and this video is for women who has girls at a young age, can catch it at 3-4 years. Watch who you bring around your girls, your kids, period, because they look up to us. And when they get older, you be like, we start getting wiser, because that's not the way. Not to saying that the dope man, and that's not right, but my kids saw we was in the money, we was riding fine cars, we had this, and we had our up and down, when he got arrested or whatever, we had to hustle, come back up, and all that type of stuff. So that's why twins, Tiara, she was like, I don't want to go through that. I want me a white man. So she look at what the social media and what the world show, that white people on top, and black white men on top, and black men ain't doing it but selling drugs, is in the prison system, because that's what she's been exposed to. So it's like exposure. So my thing is, God hit on me exposure, and like expose them to more than what you presented to them. Expose them to more. Show them that there's more than what they saw growing up. That you get, love is love, no matter if it's white, black, Chinese. I don't care what color she bring in my house. I don't care what it is. I'm still gonna love my child, because love is love. But I want her to not just focus on, I want a white man because black men ain't got nothing going on, and no, that's not true, because we got a lot of black men that got stuff going on, and and business about themselves and that nature. So and it just hit me, like my daughter, my college student, like, she's dating these guys because that's what she saw me date. So that's what she dating, So she looking at me like, Mom, what you talking about? We bump heads because, this what you showed me that was acceptable. So we got to realize that we are example for our kids, and that we have to be that example, walk the walk, talk the talk, and show them, because we all make mistakes, and I made mistakes in my life. I done been through a lot, I've been through a lot, my kids know, because I tell them everything, for them not to bump their head like I bumped my head, so. But we just got this is just for women who, even young men raising girls, just watch who comes around your girls and your kids, because you don't have to, too much worry about, okay, I showed them everything. If they go astray, what, it gonna come back to what the good teaching that you taught them, because I raised my children in the gospel with God and Jesus, so they know how to call on him when they go through problems and troubles and situations. So they might stray away, but they're gonna stray way back to the good that I installed in them. But it just made me realize that, that I am the product. I am the product of my family. Like, I produce this lot of stuff that's going on. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. It's like my son, the gangster that's in me, that's coming from me, that's in him, and that's why I love him. I respect him, because that's an old part of me. But like I told him, you got to learn how to control it. You got to die that beast. You got to let that beast die, and don't give it up for nobody, put God first, and that's what I've done. But I just want to come over here and share with this with a woman that's got a girl, got a daughter, just watch who you bring around your kids and be example to them. Show them that there are other ways, of being a lady, or acceptance of men, the right man, the wrong man, or whatever it is, and just love on them and let them know, to base decisions on love and he's godly, basically that's it. But I just wanted to just bring this out, like, we raising these kids and now they grown, and we did all this stuff in the club, stripping, drinking, doing all this stuff. This is what these kids saw. So now they coming to age, they're doing the same thing what we did. So in order to reverse that, we have to apply the word, first, apply the word and be active in our lives with the word, because once you apply the word and you are activating in your life daily, you begin to walk the walk that Jesus wants you to walk as a Christian, and that's just the bottom line. It's certain things that I'm not going to do because I'm not going to betray God. And when I do betray him, oh my God, I go through so much, if the littlest things I feel that I promised him and I didn't do what I promised him and I failed him on that, I feel a certain type of way. And that's how you know that, you are truly saved, because when you sin and when you're going through things, when you, when it irks you, and when you be like, you fall on your knees and say, God, I failed you, you know that you're anointed. You know that God is on your side. You know that you filled with the Holy Ghost, because if you're not, you're going to continue in your sin. So, a lot of us don't understand, like a lot of depression going on, a lot of people trying to kill themselves, all this type of nature is because they not applying the word in their life daily. I refuse to be back on drugs because I love my kids too much to go back to that path. I love God too much. He took me through too much to go back to where I used to look like, and when you give up that beast and surrender it and just override it with the love of God and the word and apply it daily in your life, you can't relapse, because nobody that's been delivered by Jesus don't relapse. I'm sorry, because we won't relapse when it comes to Jesus. When Jesus heals us, it's final, it's sealed, it's done, and when I was at my lowest, the blood caught me at my lowest, and I came out, and I was like, God, I'm not going back. I'm going to live by your word. I'm going to apply it in my life. That's the reason why my ministry, I'm so emotional about my ministry, because that's how much I love God. And people don't understand that, about me. That's the reason why I back up, because I know what it is. Not about trying to be in control. It's none of that. It's just that I love God so much for what he took me through when he took me through a lot, and he brought me out so much to where I can't do nothing but honor this man. But at the end of the day, I just want to speak to that, women who's going through with girls and they struggling with stuff like why they making these decisions. You the product of what was to produce. So right now you just got to apply the word in their lives, direct them the right path, and let God have it, because at the end of the day, they saw you do these things. So that's what, not saying you accepting it, but it is what it is. You just got to deal with it is what it is and just let God fix it. And that's the only thing I can do with my grown adults, So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I love you guys, and stay faithful, keep God first, always ride or die. I'm a ride or die, because Jesus is my plug. Jesus is my everything. I love God so much to where that no one, my children, my husband, nobody can make me betray him, because I love him too much. So when you apply him, he's going to take care of you. I'm trying to tell you, this man is going to take care of you. When I was sick and I didn't have nothing, this man turned 50 cents into 800 to 5,000. This man is a way maker. Oh my God, he is everything. But you got to apply the word in your life daily, point blank and period. So y'all be blessed, and I love you guys. Talk to you later.